Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Silent K and today we're playing some MegaMek. And I stress MegaMek because we are in fact starting off with this here recon mission that we almost got to the point of doing last week. Good morning Mr. McGorilla and hello Varank. I'm glad you guys were able to join me from the get-go. Always nice to see friendly faces in the crowd. I hope everyone is doing well this week. I know I am. I've had the day off and I've spent it constructively, you might say. But yeah, getting into this recon mission. Now, I think it might be a little bit glitched because it looks like the QRF is actually deployed twice, although here it says units assigned 4, not 8, which is a good sign, I think. And when I undeployed them from the TO&E, I wasn't able to redeploy them. I had to go back and reload my save. But when I undeployed the QRF from the TO&E, both sets of portraits disappeared, and I had no units deployed. So I'm hopeful that we're not going to have any glitchiness as far as like double deployments. I don't know how that would have happened. Maybe it has to do with the way we saved the game with the units deployed. I'm not sure. If I had more free time, I'd be up on the Discord, learning about all the new features and bugs on a daily basis. But unfortunately, I don't have that opportunity. Now it's our QRF, which is 4 APCs and a Griffin as our house officer, against Pegasus hover tank, a Jenner, a Stinger, and a Blackjack. Now, the Jenner I think is going to be the real threat, followed by the Blackjack. But we might be able to finish this in like one turn if we get lucky on the deployment. We're starting in a Flatlands town generic map. 20 by 30 is not very big. Our goal is to scan each of the enemy units, and we just have to have one of our units within 3 hexes of the enemy and not fire that turn in order to scan it. So if we get lucky, we can rush in, scan all the bad guys, take 1 round of fire, claim a victory, and get the heck out. That's what I'm hoping for. This objective should be tracked manually. I think you guys know that I'm gonna be as honest as I can be in that regard. Hopefully it doesn't get out of hand and like too difficult to track. There's only 4 of them. We do have to preserve the house officer and at least 50% of our combined forces. So that said, we've got no rerolls, so the map we're on is the map we're getting. Alright, so let's take a look at this map. What can we expect? Something about like this. We've got some significant elevation changes. We've got some water, we've got some buildings, a little bit of forest. So all in all, a pretty generic small town map. Let's see, who is the big threat? The big threat is the no, the big threat is the Blackjack, according to this. They're both 4 or 5 pilots, which is standard, of course. The Blackjack has 4 medium lasers and a pair of autocannon 2s. The Jenner is faster, but less well armored. It has 4 medium lasers and an SRM-4. I guess the autocannon 2s are worth more battle value than an SRM-4. Yeah, things are pretty good. Like I said, I had a pretty productive day off, and now here I am with you guys. So, I'm stoked to be here. Why are we not arriving until round 3? That's not right. We're going to deploy at the beginning of the mission, like we're supposed to. I don't know why it was like that. We're armed to reinforcement lance. But yeah, the Griffin is definitely the big bad on the field, worth almost the combined weight of the entire enemy force. So I'm expecting them to gang up on him. Let's see, they're deploying in the center, we're deploying on the edge, and I should have paid more attention to initiative. What are these hexes? These are mud. Okay. I don't know how visible that is on your screen, but huge swaths of this northern plains area is all mud. And then a good chunk of what's down here treading up into this area. It's all mud. Means if you land there from a jump, you're automatically stuck. If you're walking through or running through, you have to make a PSR or get stuck. So yeah. We've got a tracked vehicle, hover vehicle, and a tracked vehicle. So the hover vehicle, I think, is going to be the star of the show today. Being that he's by far the most mobile. Now again, we are not trying to kill anything, we're just trying to get in, scan them, and get out. Only a 5.8, that is not nearly evasive enough. I don't want him getting stuck in the mud, but if he fails his PSR, could skid into that mud hex. We will have to chance it, I think. Oh, there's a Jenner. And I saw the blackjack and someone else. We've won initiative, however, we are going before our house officer. Our battle value is so pitifully small, 753. Yeah, they actually outnumber us on the whole, or outpoints us. All right, you. Lessons. Needs a pair of 4s. Let's see them 4s. Nice, we did it. I really don't want to take the chance of getting stuck there. Then again, even if we get stuck, we'll still be in a position to scan the blackjack. It's a 5. We made the 5. There's no roll for that mud hex. That's weird, odd, and otherwise unusual. Now the Jenner can flip arms, so getting behind him is no big deal. But I want to move at least 10 hexes. And we can't do that and still be within 3 hexes of the... Actually, we don't need to. We've already got a guy within 3 hexes of the Jenner. I think it's mainly the Stinger, actually, that we need to be worried about. Try to cover his avenue. Alright, everyone succeeds, rolling well, actually. 8, 11, and 10 on 4s and 5s. Alright, heavy tracked APC, you're not firing, you're scanning. APC, SRM, you're also scanning. Dang. Double scanned those guys. Maybe we can immobilize. I don't know, 13 we can't. And APC, you're also not taking any shots. The Blackjack tagged our machine gun APC in the left side, costing us a movement point. 2 medium lasers to the front. We're down to 10 armor, which is actually more than I thought we had to begin with. The Stinger missing the Jenner, landing medium laser on, that was number 9. Yeah, so that's another movement point down. So he's now going to be a, what, 3-5? Yeah, I think he's going to be toast by the end of this battle, because we're going to have to go into round 2, because we weren't able to scan that last bogey up to the north. The Jenner landing 6 LRMs on the Jenner's right torso and left torso, down to 3 armor on that right torso. And the Jenner kicks the APC, stunning the crew. The Stinger kicks the APC in the right side, and the Blackjack kicks the APC in the front, leaving it with 1 armor. That machine gun APC is really taking a beating. The Jenner is at 6 heat, the Blackjack is at 3. We've won initiative, and in fact we are going last. Alright, so these guys have all been scanned. We need to fan out and search the north. Maybe? Needs a 7. Ouch, for steering damage. That's not gonna happen. You're stunned. Can we just back up and disengage? Yes, we can. There's one more up here. Where did he go? Also, which one is it? We got the Stinger, the Jenner. Oh, the Pegasus. Right. Can we guess where the Pegasus is within 3 hexes? He's either on this side or on this side. Oh, we guessed wrong. We have chosen poorly. SRM2 is useless. LRM5 is useless. LRM5 has no targets. Alright, the Blackjack tags our SRM carrier in the rear with a medium laser, immobilizing it. Everything else is a miss this turn. That's going to be a kick to the front on a 2. Almost caused more motive damage, but that would have been moot. So we've won initiative again. Oh, the Pegasus is on the move. We're mobile here. That's our hover. I did not want this battle to go into round 3. We're taking serious losses that I did not want to take. Need a pair of 7s, we can do that. Yeah, we got with 9s. We do have machine guns in the rear. We can fire at this Jenner on 12s. We've got the Blackjack on 10s with the SRMs. We've got Pegasus on 13s. Dang. Even at ideal range, that's going to be a 10. We get super lucky, we can immobilize him, but I don't think that's going to happen. Griffin missing the Jenner. Our machine gun's missing the Jenner. The APC missing the Blackjack. The Jenner at the APC, hitting it in the rear, the right side, and the left side, costing it another movement point and 3 more penalty to the driving skill rolls, leaving it with 0 armor on the rear. SRM 4 misses, and so did our LRMs on the Pegasus. And the Stinger punches our Griffin in the left leg for 2, which goes unanswered. The Jenner is now at 8 heat, the Blackjack is at 2, the Griffin is at 3. We have 1 initiative for our team, but not within our team. We're at 64% of our BV. Both the other teams are at 99% of theirs. Alright, let's just try to get as much distance here as we can. Our LRM can actually stand still and achieve the objective, so this will be the last turn. Six, no. 3, 5, 6, 7, sure. We'll go ahead and take an LRM shot at you. Tracked APC, you've got a machine gun on the right side, we can fire that. APC carrier, SRMs are on the front, you're screwed. You've got a 13. You should have something. You've got a 7. Maybe we'll hit him. Blackjack at the APC, hitting it in the front and the right side. The Stinger at the APC, hitting it in the rear twice and destroying it. The Jenner at the APC, hitting it in the right side twice and destroying it. APC hitting the Pegasus in the right side and immobilizing it. The Pegasus returning the favor by immobilizing our hover LRM with an SRM. The Griffin at the Jenner destroying the right arm with the PPC, going critical on the left arm, just destroying the upper arm actuator with some LRMs. And that is where we're going to call it. We did not actually lose half of our forces. We are our combined forces. Yes, we want to record the salvage. No, we did not control the battlefield. Which means that yes, 3 of our APCs are total losses because this one's immobilized, and well, we should be able to recover an immobilized. Well, worth it. Lots of things go boom. Yeah, lots of our things went boom, which is not cool. We did very, very little return damage. Oh, we've lost 3 people. Well, that's a shame. We did not get any kills. We, in fact, did maybe served. It was just a total loss because we left it on the battlefield. We did scan all of them. So this is a victory. Wait, hold on. Okay. LRM. No? Cover. Oh, okay. For LRM is not MIA or KIA. So someone did pick up our our driver for the hover LRM tank. We just left the tank behind. Go through and correct this again. And we'll pay out 60,000 C-bills in final costs. This is so flipping big. Now we'll pay 60,000 C-bills. Right? That be under finances? Would be. Yes, final payout 60,000 C-bills, so we're straight there for those 3 drivers. Our QRF is frankly annihilated. Decimated doesn't even begin to cover it. We might need some more APCs for our QRF. What do we have in the hangar? in the way of tanks. We've got an APC wheeled LRM. We can take this out of mothballs. We have a green. Emilia. How does that affect his? Still has 390 minutes. Okay, so we can do that. Yeah, we do have the Maxim. If anything, I'm going to add that to the tank detachment. Maybe the LRM carrier as well. We might actually end up with 2 tank detachments. But the QRF is really more for smaller, lighter vehicles, things like APCs. Or at least that's my experience of what a QRF is supposed to be like. And yeah, we can split the tank detachment into 2 lances. One of them would be 3 vehicles. But I think that's okay. Let's see, repair bay. Yeah, the one that made it back didn't actually have any damage, so there's nothing in the repair bay. Yeah, let's go ahead and... Maxim's nice and fast though, from memory. Yeah. three Atlases and a Banshee is a QRF. We're gonna call one of them, I guess, Hover Tank? Lance? Hover Tank? Sure. And we'll have the conventional, I guess. Alright, I need symmetry. That's gonna be Hover Lance. And we're gonna put, actually I want the Hover Lance second. I want the Luckner and the Det, and that's gonna be the LRM carrier as well. Oh, this needs a driver, so we can add it to the QRF. Patty Bruna, sure. Gonna be vehicle driver, Patty Bruna. You are a 4-5 with an 8 in negotiation. We're gonna go ahead and make you a sergeant since you're in charge of your own little vehicle. I wanna, yeah. So we're going to unmothball these. Let's see, now the LRM carrier is a 60-tonner, so that needs a crew of 4. We've only got a green driver. We'll put Unsell in there. Graduated. And then that's going to be 3 gunners if I'm not mistaken. We can do 2 elites and a regular. That should average out to a veteran. And just check. Okay. Okay. And then the Maxim, being a 50-tonner, is also, I believe, going to require 4 people. So we've got a green driver. Oh, we put the green driver in the LRM carrier, which is presumably going to not make that many checks. Because that means we're going to unassign the crew. Alright, that was Amelia. No? Well, I guess that's not an option anymore. We'll have Ryan do that. Was... Oh, that was, John, was it? Well, I guess the Maxim is just going to have a green driver. So I don't see anyone else available. Yeah, going through this all again is annoying and frustrating to me. Sorry about that. Oh, and all we've got is green gunners for the Maxim. Well, that's not going to be a super effective tank. No, I guess not. We'll just have to find Aaron Thomas on our own. There's Aaron Thomas. We'll go ahead and make you a sergeant, and you're in charge of a completely green crew. So we've got the LRM carrier going in the conventional lands. We've got the Maxim going in the hoverlands. We've got a new APC going into the QRF. Alright, well that was fun. We have, again, no repairs. We have nothing to do in the infirmary. Did see... Wait, one of our APCs was damaged. Oh, which one was it? Yeah, why is that not aware of it? Oh, maybe it's still deployed? Did it 7 damage to the right side? No, that's the new one. That's the one we just took out of storage. Right? The APCs have better gunners you can trade with the Maxim. Let me double check. No, they're both 4.5s. LRM carrier has good gunnery. Other than that, Saracen's got a good pilot. The Sabaku Kaze's got a good pilot. Everyone else just kind of sucks. We don't have a lot of experience on our tank team members. I mean, I wish I could shuffle things around and get a better pilot, but not good gunnery with the LRM carrier. Anyway, yeah, that's exactly why I put excuse me, exactly why I put 2 elites on it. Excuse me. I think my throat's just dry, maybe. But yeah, the Vedette has a better driver, I think, actually. Like, yeah. Where's the Vedette? Oh. Past all the field gunners, of course. Vedette driver. Okay, so you're gonna be a sergeant now. And we're going to unassign you. And then it was Maxim, right? Assign you to unit. Go to the hangar. We put green in charge of that. Sure. There we go. All right. So there we've done a little bit of optimization. The Vedette is now a 4.6. The LRM carrier is a 2.7. The Maxim is now a 6.4. The Saracen is a 6.3. Sabaku Kaze is a 3.4. I mean, maybe I could shuffle things around between the Sabaku Kaze and try to get these guys down to 5s, but I guess it is what it is. Let's see, no repairs, no salvage. Just the plant being refitted. Also, two of our administrators went up to veteran off screen. Didn't want to leave that out. Butch Walker has been added to the dependent, 2 XP. Wonder Vi. That didn't capture it. I mean, was it a mission reward or something? I don't know. Anyway, going on to October 10th. Mothballed the Grasshopper, mothballed the Phoenix Hawk, working on the Clint refit. New scenario, Allied facility will occur on the 13th. That gives us 2 days to prepare, not that we're going to need it. Allied tank base is under attack. We do have 3 victory points, so we can turn that into 2 support points and still meet our victory conditions. We could bring all 3 lances to this, depending on what enemy forces look like. Oh, this is going to be quite the battle. We've got Stinger for the house officer. That is going to suck. We've got a Wasp, an Augustus, and a Longbow. What on earth is an Augustus? Autocannon 5, 2 autocannon 2s. Fairly heavily armored. Interesting. We've got base turrets on our side. We've got small laser and machine gun. No real threat there. We do have a sniper though, so that could work for us against us. The enemies are Panther, a Galleon, an Archer 2K, a Vedette, a Wasp, a Warhammer 6R, a Dervish 6M, and a Griffin. We've got enemy aircraft, a pair of Sholigar, or a trio of Sholigars, all of whom have good gunnery. A Sparrowhawk, a Thunderbird, and a Reaver. I believe a Reaver is a hunter. Maybe I'm wrong. We've got enemy turret. How do we have friendly turrets and enemy turrets on the same map? And they've got a thumper. They also have an LRM-15, a triple PPC turret. We've got allied bombers. We've got a Sablets and a Corsair. This is gonna be interesting. I've never seen a map with friendly and enemy turrets. And they're both starting in the center, it looks like. The evacuating units are starting in the center. Let's see, our house officer is starting in the south. Enemies starting in the southwest. Enemy aircraft starting in the southwest. Allies starting in the south. House commanding officer will deploy alongside you, keep them alive. Get at least 75% of the designated units clear of the base. And since there are only 3 of them, 75% is all 3. Enemy air support bombers. Search and rescue. Minor detention facility reported here. Rescue targets from designated buildings. And allied bomber. Destroy our route. 50% of the enemy Op4 and primary Op4. Preserve the house officer. Preserve half of our conventional tank lance, apparently. No, we're definitely going to be reinforcing with some mechs. But we'll be deploying for that tomorrow. In the meantime, yes, we do have. Who is closest to going up? Like Pasquale. No? No, we want Doodle. Trying to make him an elite sooner or later. Probably later. Alright. So who do we send to defend this base? So does it automatically deploy anything? No, it doesn't look like. I want Mariana Lance there so that Petra can work on getting some XP. And I guess Tonga. Sure. Mariana. Commit Mariana. And then we are going to. Did I say Galatea? No, it was. It automatically deducted our victory point from us. So yeah, and there should be allied tanks as well, if I'm not mistaken. We're bringing 10 mechs. Heavy urban, fortress city, 30 by 40, clear, calm, daylight. We've got one reroll. So we maybe want to lighten the city up a bit. The fortress city, loads of turrets. We're bringing in heavy force. Maintenance on the Banshee 3S. Looking good. Plant refit done in 5 more days. And we've got a mission ready to roll. Oh, zone not round 9. I don't think so. We have tactic strategy to help with that. At the very least, we should be on round 8. Because that's the slowest mech if we're moving as a unit plus strategy. 4. Let me think. I don't feel like cheesing it quite enough to send, well, the Cronus, and Cronus could be here as much as 3 turns faster. Yeah, the Cronus is a speed of 6 plus 1 for strategy 7. He should be deploying around 5. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I want these reinforcements as soon as possible. The Blackjack is a speed of 5 plus 1 is 6. So that gives us around 6. Same thing with the Archer. The Sadelets and the Corsair are arriving on round 5. The enemy air force is arriving on round 6. We've got turrets are gonna be nasty. A triple PPC turret, and we're trying to keep a Wasp safe and a Stinger. That's. I do not predict we're going to. Yes, Hoser has a level of tactics and a level of strategy. New view. It's under configure, I think. I thought I would say tactics and strategy here. No, but it's just the commander initiative bonus. We'll cancel that. But yeah, let me pull this up. What are Hoser's stats? Hoser has 2 tactics, a strategy, and a leadership. Tactics is good for Wait, tactics is good for rerolls and initiative. Strategy is good for getting you on the board sooner. If I'm not mistaken. So yeah, you've got the commander initiative bonus of 2 for your tactics. And we should have, no, we had 1 level of 1 reroll because commanding officer of this operation only has 1 level of tactics. That's Petra. She was not spec'd for leadership. But yeah, I'm trying to get her there. Yeah, Murdoch would have had more rerolls, but Petra does not. And since you're not commanding the operation, your tactics doesn't give us the reroll. Speaking of rerolls, this is what I call ugly when I'm trying to bring 10 mechs on the board. I mean, there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 avenues heading north. That means 2 mechs per avenue. It's actually, that actually doesn't sound terrible. Kind of giving me Space Hulk vibes, you know? Or we do have a reroll. We can turn a grid into a town. No, I say let's roll with it. Let me just double check everyone's edge, make sure that's right. 2 edge, 2 edge, 3 edge, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, and 2. Alright, yeah, everyone's edge is right, everyone's got quirk. Oh, the Wolverine does not have quirks. Dang it. The Wolverine has quirks, what are they? Okay. I might have to jot this down. Or can someone... Okay, Command Mech, Extended Torso Twist. Improved comms, protected actuators, ubiquitous and cramped cockpit. See if I can remember all that. That was Command Mech? I've already forgotten. Oh man, that's frustrating. It was Command Mech, I think, or was it Improved Comms? Command Mech and Improved Comms, okay. And Extended Torso Twist. Okay. Command Mech, Extended Torso Twist, Improved Communications, Protected Actuators, ubiquitous, small cockpit. Oh, cramped cockpit. Mech, then improved, protected, ubiquitous, cramped. Yeah, I think that's everything. And then let's go ahead and save quirks for chassis. Save quirks for chassis model. And while we're at it, deployed. No? Edit quirks. Let's command mech. extended torso twist, improved communications, connected actuators, ubiquitous ×2, and cramped cockpit. Okay, now if that's not a list of quirks to end them all. And then Burnett is a small pilot, right? Yes, she is. So she takes no penalty from the cramped cockpit. So yeah. Big players are going to be this Corsair with the 3-4 pilot, 2 large lasers, 2 mediums, and 4 smalls. The longbow from the evacuees, whatever. PPC turret is only worth 221 points, unbelievably. The Reaver is the big bad of the enemy air force, followed by the Thunderbird and the Sholigar with the elite pilot, who has natural aptitude, multitasker, and energy gunnery in 4 medium lasers. That energy gunnery is going to be... Effectively, he's a 1-3 in this ship. What other SPAs have we got? We've got the Thumper with Weapon Specialist. We've got the Stinger with Melee Master. We've got the Augustus with Weapon Specialist. We know Melee Master, we don't do. Have to start with Melee Specialist. The Sholigar has, yeah, Gunnery Energy, and then the Wasp has Weapon Specialist. Need to watch out for the Archer with the 4-5, followed by the Warhammer with the 4-5. Dervish, the Griffin, and the Panther are also around 1,000 points. Alright. So we've lost initiative, actually, and for some reason we're only getting a bonus of 1. Oh, because you're not on the field yet. Yeah, once you get on the field, your tactics will count towards our initiative, but until you're on the field, we only get the +1 for Petra. So it looks like, actually, we're going in the middle of our team. Everyone's still at 100% except for Allied bombers and the OP-4 aircraft, who are both presumably carrying bombs, but not enough to really slow them down. They're at 92%. Oh, and the map has already started becoming populated. We've got machine gun turret, LRM-15 turret, small laser turret. Are they overlapping? Yeah, I think there's a small laser turret and a machine gun turret on opposite teams in the same hex. We've got a PPC turret and we've got the Augustus right here. The Augustus, yeah, we've got a Wasp there. We've got a Vedette here. I'm not super worried about the Vedette taking back shots on me, considering most of our mechs are heavy. The Archer, that's a big threat. I want to get in behind him if I can. Go ahead and have Earl Sinclair spawn in here so he can try to engage that Archer, who is the biggest, baddest guy on the enemy force. Oh, and a Galleon and a Warhammer and a Wasp have all spawned in on top of him. How does that work? Either way, Wyvern is going to start off facing the Warhammer. You're going to engage that guy until the cows come home. Let me see. We've also got all turrets up this way. And last but not least, the Wolverine, our fastest, quickest guy, is going to try to neutralize this Panther, I think, first and foremost. Okay, so yeah, the enemies have all spawned in behind me, which is less than ideal. We have one initiative, both our team and within our team. Alright, so Sniper will land in one turn. No Thumper. Let's turn off the asymmetric view so everyone appears where they actually are. Wyvern, you're going to stand still because you're under most of his gun, actually. We back up one, we give him a bonus of, well, we've got Battle Fists. Yeah, we're gonna stay in melee range. We're gonna try to punch him in the head a couple times. Rifleman. Gonna flip arms and fire on the Vedette, most likely. Not quite eyes on the Archer here. Alright, that leaves the Wolverine. Wolverine's trying to get back shots on this here Panther, who is on a height 3 construction factor 101 building. We got a height 377 building here. Yeah, we can take that chance. It's right side shots, which is where his gun arm is, not back shots, which it could have been, except we don't have enough jump jets. Alright, random guy, excuse me, Earl Sinclair, is going to be, I guess, firing into the back of this galleon on 5s. Sounds good to me. 5s and, well, we'll do the LBX, we'll do all the medium lasers on 7s. Throw in a small laser. We'll throw in the LRMs on an 8, the SRM on a 6. And then we can even throw in a medium laser rear facing on the Wasp on a 10. Sure, why not? Might get lucky. You have one objective and one objective only, and that is to unload as many SRMs into this Warhammer as is humanly possible in one mech. There it is. So the Vedette on 8s and presumably 6s. 866 works for me. Banshee is... Banshee does not have any turret targets. But we can turn, we can hit this Griffin on a 9. For what that's worth. Wolverine at the Panther on 7s. Yeah, that's gonna be everything. Alright, the small laser turret is shooting at presumably its own building. Because that's how janky I expect the AI is. The Warhammer 6R firing on the Archer, missing with the PPC, hitting with a medium laser to the right arm, small laser to the left torso, machine gun to the right torso, SRM 6 misses. The Augustus firing at Hex 1121 building. Hits it with an autocannon 5 and a pair of autocannon 2s. The Wasp hits the Atlas in the left leg with a medium laser and a right arm with an SRM. Medium laser turret at the evacuating Wasp. Hits it in the left leg twice and destroys it. critting on his hip, and a primitive prototype jump jet. So this wasp is a primitive wasp? Oh, that's even worse. Transferring into the left torso rear, going internal. Medium laser to the left arm, goes internal and crits on the upper arm. The wasp is going down because he lost his leg and he is not getting back up. And that means that our primary objective is failed. Or might as well be at this point. The Vedette missing the rifleman on a 7, the longbow at hex 1615, hitting it with all the mediums and small lasers and some LRMs. The Galleon at the Archer hits it in the left leg with a medium laser, down to 21 armor there. Machine gun turret firing on hex 1121. Presumably the same building it is occupying. I'm thinking that these two turrets are in the same building hex and they're just shooting at each other if they can. I'm not sure if turrets can do that. Mechs can. The Panther on the Wolverine needing 10s and 7s and missing. The small laser turret at hex 1615 hits for 3. PPC turret at the evacuating wasp hits it in the right arm, destroying it and transferring into the right torso, stripping that. Second PPC to the left leg, transferring to the left torso, destroyed and blowing off the arm, transferring into the center torso, leaving it with 4 armor. Oh boy. The Archer 2K is shooting at hex 1915, hitting it with 5 LRMs. The Atlas at the Galleon, hitting it in the rear with the LBX and a medium laser and destroying it. Machine gun turret at hex 1915. Hits it with a bunch of machine guns. Wyvern firing at the Warhammer 6R. First missile hits the right arm critical, critting on his lower arm and shoulder. That PPC is going to be useless, especially at this range. Yes, another boom. It's a shame you weren't there to see it in person. So that's 4 missiles plus 2 plus 3. That's a head hit. Plus 3 more, plus 3 more, plus 3 more, hitting the gyro, nice. Plus 3 more, splashing the arms and the legs. That right leg is down to 5, left leg is down to 9. 3 more missiles hit. Center torso is down to 14, left torso is down to 9. Right torso is down to 9. Center torso is down to 12, right arm is down to 10, left torso and right torso are both down to 7. And he is most likely going down with that crit gyro. Rifleman at the Vedette needing 8s and 6s and missing everything. Rolling a 5, a 6, a 5, and a 2. That's like LRM 15 turret is shooting at hex 1814. Banshee hits the Griffin in the left arm for 10 with a PPC, leaving it with 4 armor. The Griffin firing on the Banshee needs 10s and 12s and misses. Our Wolverine at the Panther, hitting him with a large laser to the right torso, medium laser to the left torso, and 4 SRMs to the right arm, right leg, center torso, right torso, down to 0 armor there. Wasp falls down, takes 2 to the center torso rear, needs a 15 to avoid damage, needs a 3 to stay conscious. Panther took 20 plus damage, needs a 5, gets a 7. Warhammer 6R must make 2 rolls of 11 plus for the gyro hit and the 60 plus damage. Takes 7 to the right leg, going internal but not getting the crit. Needs an 11 to avoid damage, rolls a 7. Takes a second consciousness check, needs a 5, gets a 10. We're getting there. Random guy. And we can't do much of anything there, can we? Nope, we can't. We're going to kick the Warhammer in the back on a -1. And we're going to, I think, we could punch him on a 7. Means we should be able to kick him on a 5. Really good odds. Alright, Panther misses his punch on a 9. We kicked the Warhammer in the left leg for 14, down to 10 structure. Is Hoser piloting the Rifleman? No, sadly. Oh, you're talking about missing on 5s? Or 6s and 8s. Yeah. He is rolling badly, I'll give you that. Oh, we missed our kick on the Panther. Needed a 5, got Snake Eyes. Need a 4 to stay standing, gets a 7. Um, no, that's I believe it's Yarvik piloting the rifleman, and yeah, he's rolling like doo doo. Atlas is at 3 heat, Archer is at 2, Wolverine is at 1, the Longbow is at 5, Panther is at 4, the Warhammer is at 5, the Griffin is at 6. Our team has 1 initiative, but within our team, we're going second. We're down 0.4% of our BV. Evacuating units are down 12%. Primary Op 4 is down 9%. What kind of rifleman are you running? That is a custom variant with double heat sinks. But otherwise, I believe it's basically stock aside from the double heat sinks. Thumper's landing this turn, Sniper's landing next turn. Let me double check. Yeah, it's Yarvik piloting the rifleman. He is a 4/4 pilot. He has melee specialist and 2 points of edge. It has looks like no, it has maxed armor. So oh right, this one has the XL engine to max out the armor. Kind of can't hit. Missed 4 6s. It was 2 6s and 2 8s. So it's not quite that bad. It's still bad. Alright, so we can get the Griffin. Oh, we can get the Griffin at 3 hexes in our front, well, in our side arc. But we can torso twist and catch him with all Z medium lasers. That's gonna be the. We're gonna hold off on Wyvern. We've got a Dervish over here. Oh, we've got a pilot over here. Let's see, the Banshee cannot quite get where they can see the Archer. No, we can see the Archer, yes, and it's back shots. Does the Wolverine hop down and take back shots on the Griffin? I think that sounds like a reasonable move. Does have hopping jack, so it's like running for her. Jumping 3 should be heat neutral. If I've calculated my heat correctly. We'll get the Panther next turn. Let's see, this is the 2 large laser variant of the Archer. We also have 2 large lasers. I don't know if I want to get into a stand-up fight with this Archer. He's bigger than me. He's got more long-range firepower, and frankly, he's not much shorter on me than short-range firepower, and his punches and kicks hurt more too. At the same time, I don't want to get out of a long way away from him because, again, he's got more long-range firepower. I think Yarvik is going to huddle in this little alley for a turn. See if he can do that without getting trapped. There's the Panther. Back up and still hit the Warhammer in the back. I mean, he's mangled. We can finish him off. Hasn't moved yet. And he'd have the prone advantage. Gonna need 8s to get up. does get up, he's most likely going to just run away. We'll turn our back on him. No, we're not going to turn our back on him. We're going to back up here first. Oh, immobile and prone. Wasp ejected. Warhammer falls. Takes 5 to the left torso and 2 to the head. Needs a 7 to stay conscious. Needs an 8 to avoid falling damage. Rolls a 6. Takes his 4th hit. Needs a 10 to stay conscious. Gets an 8. Sniper misses and scatters off the board. Thumper hits Hex 15-14. It's mostly buildings for a lot of damage. Must be a pair of autocannon 2s. Yeah, on 9s. That is from downtown. We've got 7s on the Griffin. Yeah, we'll start by putting some big holes in him. And then eventually we will follow that up with some scatter shot. 11? No, I don't think it's worth going up that much heat for an 11. We can be heat neutral on a 10 at the Wasp. Sure. We've got him on 1s because he's immobile now. Yeah. We'll go heat neutral. We're close to it. Yarvik has no targets by design because I didn't want him to be slugging it out with that archer. The archer who is taking it out on our sniper artillery turret. Alright, Petra, you've got PPCs and an LBX in the back of an archer on 7s. Loss goes boom and Warhammer goes down. That seems like a fair trade. I would not call that a fair trade because our objective was not to kill the Warhammer. Our objective was to keep the Wasp safe, or the Stinger. Wasp, Stinger. Either way, our job was to keep that bug alive. We failed. So at this point, we're just going to try to evacuate as many as we can. We've got 7s, 9s. We'll see if we can get some clusters into that hole that we punched. Assuming we punch a hole. Wolverine into the back of the Griffin came here to put some holes in his armor, going up to 1 heat. Alright, the Wasp hits the Atlas in the left arm with a medium laser and an SRM to the chest. Small laser turret firing at Hex 1320 and hitting it 3 times. The Augustus at the Griffin landing both of those downtown shots to the right arm and left torso for all the good that's worth. The Longbow is firing at Hex 1615 and landing 24 LRMs. Just on a completely other note, they're giving the old version of Master of Magic free on Good Old Games. Nice. That's good to know. I think I already have that one, probably through Good Old Games, if not Steam. Never keep wasps alive there when Warhammer's on the board. No, that's absolutely true. I have a hard time keeping a wasp on the board when there are wasps on the board. Quad medium laser turret hitting Hex 1320 for 20 damage. Atlas at the Griffin, missing with the LBX, unfortunately. Landing medium lasers to the left torso, right leg, right torso again, right leg again. Missing with everything else. Panther hitting the Atlas in the left torso for 10. Our archer at the Warhammer going to town on that left leg, left leg, going internal, critting on his foot, hitting his head for a 5th conscious, or not even a consciousness check because he's not conscious. Left torso, left leg, center torso, right leg again, hip and upper leg. Yeah, he's gonna need like 15s to get up now. Archer 2K is firing, hits 15 LRMs into Hex 1915. That's our sniper turret. Banshee at the Archer hits it in the left torso rear and center torso rear, both of which go internal, but neither one of which gets the crit. Medium lasers to the right leg and right torso rear down to 0 armor, missed with the cluster ammunition. That's unfortunate. I was really hoping to crit on that back armor now that there isn't any. Wolverine at the Griffin, hitting the large laser to the left arm, critting on the hand and upper arm. Medium laser to the center torso rear, critical, but only getting a 5 for the confirmation. Medium lasers to the left leg and left arm, destroying the arm, missing with the SRMs. The Dervish at the Stinger, missing with 9s, landing 1 SRM to the head, forcing his first consciousness check, which he almost fails. Needs a 3, gets a 3. Stinger at the Dervish needs 10s with the medium laser and the machine guns, missing with everything. Machine gun quad turret, landing, looks like 4 machine guns on Hex 1915. Machine gun triple turret at Hex 1121, hitting all 3 times. The Griffin missing the Banshee on a 9, the LRM 15 turret missing the longbow on a 7. Small laser turret hits Hex 1615. Archer took 20 plus damage, needs a 6 to stay standing, gets an 11. Griffin needs a 9 to stay standing because he took 40 plus damage, falls and takes 6 damage to the legs. Needs a 9 to avoid damage, needs a 3 to stay conscious, and almost fails that one too with a 4. Alright, I think that Warhammer is no longer a threat. We're going to skip physical attacks. Except in this case, we're going to kick that prone Griffin in the left side on a 3. And the Wasp tries to kick the Atlas and misses. The Wolverine kicks the Griffin in the right torso. The Stinger kicks at the Dervish and misses, but nobody falls down. Alright, our Archer is at 2 heat, Banshee is at 2, the Wolverine is at 1, Longbow is at 7, the Panther is at 8, the Dervish is at 8, the Griffin is at 6. We've lost initiative again, and furthermore, we are going first. So that's a little sucky. Thumper's landing this turn, Sniper landing next turn. We'll start with Wyvern. We've got reinforcements arriving in 2 turns. Right, we will back up. We will 2, 3, and we will walk. That's all we can do. You can't run backwards. Random guy, excuse me, Earl, gonna come down to this intersection and turn right. Hopefully get more back shots on the Archer or the Dervish. If not, he's still got close range shots on the Vedette. Hmm. I think we're gonna come up here and maybe try to start shooting our way to the Thumper turret. It's on a height 6 building with height 9 buildings around it. So just the one. Might be able to get a shot on the Thumper artillery turret from here. Maybe. Height is this building? 5. Yeah, we can't see around that. But maybe next turn. And at the very least, we should have shots on that medium laser turret. We need a 3. We should be able to get that. Oh, the Panther has moved over to here. We can take some back shots on. Not take back shots on. Dang. On a height 7 building. This is a height 7 building behind him. Maybe if we jump to here, we can get eyes on him. I don't know if he's going to have cover from that height 7 building that's between us, considering he's on height 7. It's his right side again, at a range of 3 hexes. And our step forward and get eyes on the cadet. Maybe the archer will stay put, I don't know. Banshee needed a 3, got a 7. Griffin needs a 7 to stand up. Takes 6 to the center torso and left torso. Needs a 7 to avoid damage. And then gets up on the second attempt with an 8. Sniper misses and scatters off the board. The enemy thumper hits hex 1110 for a bunch of damage. Fortunately, no one's in 1110 or adjacent. Where is 1110? Oh, he's shooting off up like this area. Don't know why. Maybe he was trying to get that tank. So the archer advanced and turned. We're going to be taking some LRM fire from him. Let's start the big guns first, I guess. Can't see the thumper. Not yet. Can't see the small laser turret. We can see the medium laser turret, and we can hit it on 2s. That's going to be 1 PPC, 1 LBX. No, not cluster. And a bunch of medium lasers. And a small laser or 2. And we'll throw in some SRMs. That puts us at 3 heat. What fun is it building? 139. Yeah, we're not gonna get it down to where we can get crits on it yet. Maybe next turn. Next biggest guns is gonna be on the archer, and that's gonna be 6s. 6s, and we'll do some 8s. Throw in an LRM 20 and an SRM 6 on 8s as well. Oh, this wasp came up behind Wyvern. We are going to get him on 4s. This is going to hurt very much, little wasp. We go up to 5 heat? No, I don't think we do. Now we get the cadet on 8s. Go up to 3 heat. We'll go up to 4 heat with the small laser on a 10. Sure, why not? Wolverine at the Panther. We do have the Panther on 7s, or we've got the Griffin on 5s. That's a tough call. The Griffin is already missing his left arm. His right torso is internal. We're looking at his front, though. Panther is hurt on his right torso and the right arm a bit. We can get a PPC off the field. I think we'll go for the Panther. Yeah. 7s versus 5s, though. No, we'll go for the Griffin. Alright, small laser turret hits hex 1320. Banshee hits hex 1525, starting at 139 down to 88. So not bad. Close to 50 points of damage he put out. The wasp at the archer hits the left torso and the left arm. Atlas at the archer hits the left arm, hits the right arm, missing with a bunch of medium lasers. Hits the LRM 20, hits 12 of them. The left arm, left leg, and right torso, excuse me. And 3 SRMs to the left leg, right leg, and the head, forcing his first consciousness check. Her, I guess, Florina. Medium laser turret returning fire at the Banshee, hitting the right arm, the center torso, and the left leg. Archer at the Wasp, hitting with 3 SRMs to the right leg and the head. 2 SRMs to the right arm and center torso. Right leg, left torso. Right torso, left torso. 4 SRMs to the left and right torso. The right leg down to 1 structure. Center torso down to 2 armor. Right arm down to 0 armor. Left arm down to 0 or 2 armor. Right arm, right leg destroyed. Left arm down to 0. Right torso critting on a jump jet. Right torso critting on a heat sink. So we cost him a leg and a bunch of other stuff, but he's still technically in the fight. The Vedette landing a machine gun on the Atlas's left leg. The Rifleman at the Vedette, hitting it in the left side with a large laser and missing with literally everything else. He did cost it half of its movement points though. The Wolverine at the Griffin, hitting the right torso with the large laser, critting on the LRMs. Medium lasers to the left torso, right leg, right arm. And 4 SRMs to the center torso, left torso, right leg, critting on his upper leg. So he's going to be a 4-6 from now on, and his piloting checks are going to be 1 harder. And if I'm not mistaken, that's over 20 points of damage, so he's going to be making 2 checks at the end of the round. Panther missing the Atlas on a 7, triple machine gun turret hitting Hex 1121. The Archer 2K firing at our Atlas, hitting it in the right torso with a large laser. 9 LRMs to the right leg, right torso. Small laser turret hits, machine gun turret hits. The Stinger missing the Dervish on 7s. The Dervish hitting the Stinger in the right torso rear with a medium laser. Down to 2 structure, costing it a heat sink and a jump jet. The Augustus missing the Griffin on 9s. The Griffin hitting our Wolverine in the left torso with a PPC. Longbow hitting Hex 1814 with 18 LRMs. Archer needs a 6 to stay standing, gets a 3, takes 7 damage to the right arm and right leg. Pilot needs a 6 to avoid damage, gets a 9. Wasp automatically falls, takes 2 to the right torso, destroying it. Needs an 11 to avoid damage, needs a 5 to stay conscious, gets a 9. Griffin needs a 9 to stay standing, gets a 7, takes 6 damage to the left torso and left leg, critting on his jump jet and his upper and lower leg actuators. Griffin pilot needs a 9 to avoid damage, gets a 5, needs a 5 to stay conscious, gets a 5, barely. Yeah, we're going to kick the heck out of this Vedette on an 8. Oof. Yeah, we'll try it. That's 20 points of damage. That's hard to turn down. Wyvern cannot punch or kick the Wasp because it is prone. Garvik's got nothing. Petra's got nothing. Wolverine's got nothing. Dervish kicks our friendly Stinger, our house officer actually, in the left leg, transferring into the left torso rear, leaving him with 0 armor. The Atlas missing his kick. On an 8 gets a 5, needs a 5 to stay standing, gets a 12. Stinger falls down, destroying the right torso rear, blowing off the right arm. Needs a 10 to avoid damage, needs a 5 to stay conscious, gets a 3. So we're about to lose our house officer. So that is also great news for how this mission is going. Atlas is at 4 heat, Rifleman is at 4 heat, Banshee is at 3, Archer is at 2, Wolverine is at 1. Our Longbow is at 5 heat, which is not where I need you to be, friend. Yeah, he's at 2-3. He's supposed to be evacuating. He's not getting anywhere fast. Panther is at 9, the Archer is at 8, the Wasp is at 2, the Dervish is at 4, the Griffin is at 7. Man, Princess really likes to run hot sometimes. We've lost initiative again, although we are at least going late in our team. We're down to 98.5%. The house officer is down to 27. Evacuating units are down to 85. Primary outforce down to 64. That's good. Sniper landing next turn, Thumper landing this turn. Alright, Archer is prone. Hmm. Right. I still had 7 units left. I know I destroyed a tank. Does that mean the Warhammer is still there? Let me make a note of that, just in case I can't finish this mission tonight. But first, I have to flip to a fresh page in my notepad, because I was working on a thing for Gridley. Yeah, let's go ahead. Warhammer goes to Wyvern, just in case. We will advance on the Vedette, try to make our way over here to where this action is happening. Maybe, depending on what the Griffin does, we can turn and shoot him. Thank you, that's enough. Let's see, the Banshee can come up here maybe. Height 5, height 2, height 6, height 6. That way we might have a shot on this building, depending on whether we can see over this height 6 building or not. Actually, no, I don't think we can hit a turret on a height 6 building over a height 6 building. Maybe we stand still and just take it out on this medium laser turret. And I don't know what else to do, honestly. Okay. Yarvik, you will walk and try to block off this archer. Alright, Griffin ejected. Kind of surprisingly, actually. I didn't think... He still had his PPC, right? Sniper hits Hex 836, buildings take damage. Thumper hits Hex 1210, buildings take damage. What was I working on? Oh, I was drawing up a TO&E for a regiment of hussars. Hussars. I'm about halfway done with it. I spent like 3 hours working on it yesterday. I'm trying to make sure everything is balanced as best as possible. I have to admit, I'm not super familiar with the 2750 mechs. And honestly, I was going through my TRO and I did not find a whole lot to be enthused about. Most of those mechs are pretty deeply flawed in some form or fashion. Alright, we've got the Vedette on a 5. It's not going to be a kill shot, I don't think. But we might as well take it. Do some damage while we can. That Archer, I'm sure, moved into this hex. Star League mechs, I love the Flashman. Yes, the Flashman is a good one. I have been looking at the MUL. A Kanga. Yeah, infantry and vehicles, artillery, fighters, etc. I figured that would come secondary, but I was trying to get the mechs down on paper first, and um, I know I had talked about how cool it would be to have like a lance of griffins doing fire support or something like that, and that's not how it's looking like. It's going to be a lot more um, uh, diverse. Because you said that 75% of the force should be mediums and heavies, so that leaves 25% for lights and assaults. I did the math, and it comes to like 14 lights and 14 assaults, and 50 each of mediums and lights. So, mediums and heavies, excuse me. So I've been tinkering around um, trying to find good formations that work. But yeah, I hadn't done the infantry and the vehicles yet. That honestly sounds like a pretty big task. I wasn't entirely sure how to proceed with that, like how many tanks, how many infantry, what have you. Um, it's obviously it's a much bigger game than any that I have to date been a part of. So that's the Banshee, the Atlas. The Atlas does not appear to have any targets. Sucks. Biggest guns out of the fight. Right. You have some holes in your armor. I would love to exploit them, and on fives, I cannot ask for better. Might only need to have everything can fold together in one regiment. Might only need to have one mech battalion, for example. Okay. I've been planning on 4 mech battalions plus, because I mean I was reading on Sarna and that's what it said. It said that regiment is 3 to 5 battalions plus support personnel and etc. Yeah, I want to take out that left leg and that right leg if I can. We'll do the large laser on the right leg. We'll do the mediums on the left. And the SRM is just for insult to injury. And of course the rifleman also has no targets. Alright, the Augustus missing the Panther on 11s, the small laser turret hitting hex 1320, longbow hitting hex 1814 with medium laser and 12 LRMs, machine gun turret hitting hex 1121, medium laser turret at the Banshee hitting it in the right torso rear, the center torso rear, and the right torso rear again. That right torso rear is now open. The Vedette landing an autocannon 5 on the Banshee's center torso rear down to 9 armor. Small laser turret hitting hex 1615. Panther at the Archer missing on an 8. Banshee at the Vedette missing on a 5. Triple PPC turret hitting the left leg and center torso of the Banshee. Plus our regiments are integrated combined arms regiments. 3 battalions. Okay, I did not know that. Well, there's 3 battalions. Okay, so I'm gonna start over from scratch probably, just to make sure everything is kosher. Sniper jammed from damage from an unknown source. Archer at the Panther, hitting it in the all over on the left side, hitting it in the right arm and right leg. Left arm, head, 3 to stay conscious, gets an 8. Left torso critical, critting on 3 heat sinks. Right arm is down to 2, left arm is down to 4, left torso is internal, left leg is down to 2, right arm and left leg are both down to 0, head is down to 5, needs a 5 to stay conscious, gets a 10, center torso is down to 8, left leg is crit on the hip. So the Panther is going down pretty hard too. Quad machine gun turret hitting Hex 1915. Wolverine at the Warhammer, destroying the right leg, transferring into the right torso. Hitting the right arm, hitting the right torso again. SRM to the left leg, finally taking out that leg. And the right torso again, going internal. Dervish at Hex 1915 and missing. LRM turret at 1814, hitting for 9. Banshee needs a 6 to stay standing after taking 40 plus damage, takes a whopping 10 points to the right leg and right arm. Needs a 6 to avoid damage, gets a 5. Needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets an 11. Panther needs a pair of 8s. Second one ends up in Snake Eyes. That's going to be 4 damage to the left torso rear and an 8 to avoid damage and a 7 to stay conscious. One more hit on that head and he's probably going out. Nothing there. We cannot punch or kick him. Alright. Stinger pilot needs a 5 to wake up, gets a 6. Warhammer pilot needs an 11 to wake up, gets a 6. Archer is at 3 heat. Wolverine is at 1. Everyone else is running cool. Longbow is at 7 heat. Panther is at 6. The Dervish is at 6 as well. Warhammer is predictably down to 0. I guess he's been at 0. I don't know why I said that. Alright, we're at 97.5%. We've won initiative, and in fact we are going last, which is nice. Our house officer is down to 27%, evacuating units are down to 85%, primary outforce down to 51%. Designated facilities have not taken any damage. Our base turrets haven't either. Oh, and it's my turn to deploy. Wait, I'm deploying from the north? I thought our reinforcements were coming from the south. Yeah. So where do we put Acronis? We come down here after the Dervish. We come down here after the Vedette. I think I'm feeling the Vedette. Alright, Thumper lands this turn. We'll go ahead and can we get in range of anything by running? Nothing that we can see. Might as well sprint the extra 2 hexes, I think. Or by 8. By 9. We might be able to see the LRM-15 turret. It is down to 75 construction factor, so a large laser should penetrate for a potential crit. Yeah, we'll go ahead and run this turn instead of sprinting. Oh, the Dervish has decided he wants to play up close. I am happy to oblige. He is a 5-5 and a 4-6-5. He's undamaged. He's just running hot. He's on an elevation 5, so I don't have to worry about him kicking me in the head. Yeah, we're just gonna stand still. Let's see. Banshee is coming up here to get a whale on this Thumper turret from this kind of angle. Needs a 4 to stand up. We get the 4. Alright. Let's go ahead and get into melee range with this Vedette, our archer. Arvik. I'll just write there. That way your back is covered at least. Yep, found me an archer. Stay on the rooftops so that we can keep that elevation. From a height 7 building, we should be able to jump to pretty much anywhere. The Augustus has fled the battlefield. Remy Groenevelt ejects from the Stinger, fails to make his piloting skill check, and is died. And has died. Banshee needs a 4, gets a 6. Panther needs a 6, gets a 9. Panther must make a skill check for running with a damaged hip or actuator. Needs a 6, gets a 5, falls on its front, takes 4 to the left torso, leaving it with 3 structure and losing a heat sink. Needs a 6 to avoid damage, gets the 6. Sniper hits hex 1034, Thumper hits hex 1406. Oh, that Panther is toast. He didn't have much left anyways, but he's taking fire from the dervish. Lots of bug killing today, or bug death. Yeah. That's why I don't usually play bugs, because they tend to die really quickly. So we've got 5 with autocannon. We'll skip the large laser, and we're just going to go mediums all day long. Actually, we can skip LRM. Yeah, if we skip the LRM, we can just fire everything else. So we'll go 10, 8, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 3, and a bunch of 2. And that makes us heat neutral. It's very nice. And Rifleman taking shots on the archer on 5s. That's going to be both larges. Might as well throw in both autocannons on 8s and 1 medium. We'll go 2 mediums. No. 1 medium, and I forgot we had a small. That puts us at 3 heat. Works for me. Wyvern at the Vedette on 2s. Oh man, that's going to be so much ammo to reload. At the Thumper, nothing. At the LRM turret, no. The machine gun turret, no. Small laser turret, blocked by terrain. Petra seems to have no shot. Is this another situation where there's 2 turrets in 1 head? Yes, there is. What kind of turret? That's the PPC turret. Oh, well, then we can definitely shoot at that. Up to 2 heat shooting at that turret. See, the Wolverine has the Panther on 6s. Or has the Dervish on 9s. Yeah, we'll take the easy shot. That's going to be 6s and 8s. Yeah, we'll throw in the SRMs. Stiletto has a shot on the LRM turret. Has a shot on the LRM turret. Okay, well, on 0s, and we'll throw in the mediums. We'll throw in the SRM4 just because we've got the heat sinks and the ammo for it. Alright, the Corsair and the Sadelets both lose 1 altitude from weapon attack. The small laser turret hits hex 1320 some more. The machine gun turret hits hex 1121 some more. Corsair at the Panther hits it in the left leg with a large laser, transferring into the left torso, leaving it with 1 structure. Medium lasers to the right torso and left arm. Small laser to the right leg and right arm. Medium laser turret at the Banshee, hitting us in the left leg for 5, and the right torso rear for a double heatsink. Ouch. Atlas at the Dervish, hits it in the center torso with the LBX, the left arm with the large laser, medium lasers to the left arm, going internal, center torso down to 5, left leg down to 10, left torso critical down to 10, but no crit, small laser to the right torso, and missed with the SRMs. Rifleman at the Archer 2K, hits it in the left torso and left leg with large lasers, down to 12 and 7 armor there. Autocannon 5 to the right torso, medium laser to the center torso. Vidette missing on 9s and 6s. Wyvern at the Vidette, hitting it with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. I'm just assuming he's going to be immobile after this, if not just completely destroyed. Oh, yeah. Vehicle explodes from a fuel tank hit. So the rest of this is all moot. The PPC turret actually lands a hit on the Banshee's center torso. Small laser turret hits Hex 1615. Panther at the Wolverine hits with 3 SRMs to the left arm and right torso. The Sadelets coming in at the Panther to the right arm with a medium laser, transferring into the right torso. Medium laser to the center torso, and another one critting on the engine. Rocket launcher pod hitting the left torso, transferring into the center torso, critting on the engine. Left leg transferring to the center torso. Left leg transferring into the center torso and destroying the Panther. Kill stealing bastard. Banshee hitting Hex 1320. Hits with the PPC, jamming a PPC. Hits with the LBX, causing another PPC to jam. Medium lasers. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think down to 30 construction factor after 27 after the smalls. And wow, it's down to 15 structure after the SRMs. LRM 15 turret at the Sadelets, hitting it in the right wing for 9, destroying the armor and transferring into the structural integrity, critting on 2 medium lasers. Wolverine at the Panther, which is already dead. Dervish at the Atlas, hitting us with a medium laser to the left torso, down to 17 armor. Cronus at building 1615. Hits it with the large laser, hits it with all the mediums and the SRMs for 4 damage. Banshee needs a 5 to stay standing, gets a 7. Archer K needs a 6, gets a 2. Falls on his right side, damaging his left and right arms. Needs a 6 to avoid damage, needs a 5 to stay conscious, gets a 7. The Dervish took 40 plus damage, needs a 7 to stay standing, gets a 12. And then we will, I guess, kick the building that he's standing on. Wyvern, you've got no reason to kick that building. You have a reason to kick this Archer in the Tuchus on a 0 for 13 damage. Nice. And yes, you are not capable of punching because you fired medium lasers out of your arms. Well, that's unfortunate. I was really hoping to knock it in a little bit more. Leto's got nothing either. Atlas kicks the building, it's down to 96 construction factor. Rifleman kicks the Archer in the left arm, destroying it and transferring into the left torso rear, leaving him with 6 structure there, but not getting a crit, fortunately. Wyvern is at 3 heat, Rifleman is at 3 heat, Banshee is at 4 heat, and down a heat sink. Wolverine is at 3 heat. Everyone else is running pretty cool. Longbow is at 0 heat, Archer is at 0 heat, Dervish is at 8 heat now. It's going to be a targeting penalty for him next turn. Sadelets needs a 6 to stay in control, gets an 8. Alright, we have lost initiative, but at least within our team we're going last. We're down to 97%, evacuating units are down to 54%. Our base turrets are down to 98%. Primary op force down to 32%. Our allied bombers are down to 89%. And we get to deploy Archer and the Blackjack now. But excuse me. Blackjack here. Archer here. Alright, Thumper is landing this turn. Starting with the reinforcements. Bonus. Okay, 4 building, 8 building. Can we jump up there? Yeah, we can. Alright, so the archer is going to now sprint. Blackjack is likewise going to sprint. Let's see, the Wolverine. No targets over here, so we might as well keep jumping this way. Where's the tallest building? We've got a 4 there, we've got a 7 there. We'll be able to see plenty from there. Right. Banshee needs to stop taking fire in its rear arc. Needs 2s, should be no problem. Archer already go. Ran 0 for a TMM of 0. Yeah, we are going to stand still with Yarvik. And random guy is wishing he could go after the dervish, but alas, 'tis not to be. I will instead advance upon the archer. Oh, and now we've got incoming air support for the enemies. Archer 2K needs a 5 to stand up, gets a 3, takes 7 damage to the right arm. Needs a 5 to avoid damage, gets an 8. Needs a 5 to stand up, gets a 3, takes 7 damage to the left torso. Needs a 5 to avoid damage, gets a 7. Corsair flies off the map. Excuse me. I'm trying to rush this along a little bit. Oof. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this mission tonight, but I don't want to leave much for tomorrow, at any rate. Right. So, Ash's Archer. Oh, printed. Blackjack sprint. Bonus. Here to take out this building. Got 10s on the Sholigar. Got 8s on the other Sholigar. Structure is this thing have left? 45. Can do 23, 29, 37. So we can't take it out unless we kick it as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and take out this building. We can do that. Yeah, that's gonna be the LBX. That's gonna be the large or the mediums. No, that's gonna be the LBX, the large, and the mediums, and the SR. We could throw in the LRM-20 on an A, but I'm not gonna do that. Does it have left? 88. We've got a Dervish MR6. 88. We've got -1s to hit. 7, 8, 32, that's potentially 64 damage. Not going to be enough to take it down. Get a start on it. Go 2, 2, 5, 5. We'll skip the mediums and just go for the small. Try at the LRM turret. Play Soligar 85, we've got 9s. Soligar 88, we've got 9s. 16, 15 is already going to be targeted by Stiletto. We've got 9s on the Soligar. Both. Oh yeah, we came here to mess up the Thumper. We've got eyes on it finally. So that's going to be a PPC, an LBX, and the mediums, floor, smalls on 5. Let's skip one of the mediums. We'll do both smalls and the SRM. Wolverine has eyes on Sparrowhawk for 7. Soligar for a 7. Thunderbird 7. Or a Reaver 7. Yeah, looks like Earl is going to be taking quite a lot of fire from the air this turn. Kind of sucks. Actually, we have on. No, there's the Sadelets. Is that also on a 7? No, that. Oh, the Sadelets friendly. We can try to kill the Sparrowhawk because I know it's got like no armor, or we can try. We can try and bring down this Reaver. I think the Reaver is the bigger threat. We've got that on 7s and 9s. Alright, the Soligar loses 2 altitude, everyone else loses 1. The Sadelets hits the 2K in the center torso, right leg, left leg, down to 2 armor on that left leg. The Reaver at the Atlas, landing the autocannon 20 to the right arm, following that with an autocannon 5 to the right arm, autocannon 5 to the left arm, and 6 LRMs to the right torso, center torso. Soligar is dive bombing Hex 15-15 with thunder bombs. So Hex 15-15 is now a minefield. Longbow is still firing at building 1320 when he's not making his way off the field like he should be. Medium laser turret hitting Wyvern in the left torso, left leg, right torso, right leg. Armor's still holding relatively strong, got 11 points left on the left torso. Thunderbird at the Atlas, hitting it in the center torso with a medium laser, and 12 LRMs to the center torso right leg. Small laser turret hitting building 16-15. Soligar at the Atlas, hitting it in the right leg with a medium laser, left arm with a medium laser, and left arm with 2 SRMs. PPC turret missing the Cronus. The Cronus does not get a crit on the turret, lands everything, leaving it with 5 construction factor. Possible critical hit and an LRM 15 jams. The Soligar at the Cronus, hitting it with medium lasers to the right arm, right arm, down to 8 armor there. Atlas at the Archer Archer 2K, hitting it in the right torso with the LBX, a large laser to the head, going internal, and forcing a 3rd consciousness check, which she does not make. Medium lasers to the left torso, center torso, right arm, and center torso. Oh, and the right arm going into the right torso. Small laser to the left torso goes internal and blows off the ammo. That is an archer down. Archer at X 1525. You know, 3, 6, 10, 13, 16, 19, 22, 24. Down to 40 structure. So much for that. Archer goes boom. Yes. Lots of going boom this mission. Machine gun turret missing on 11s. The rifleman at the archer, which is already dead. Sparrowhawk at the Atlas, hitting with small lasers to the left torso and left leg. Banshee at the Thumper building, hits it with the PPC, hits it with the LBX. Mediums, smalls, and the SRM down to 84 construction factor. The Dervish at the Archer, missing on 10s. The Wolverine at the Reaver, landing a medium laser to the right wing. It still has 52 armor remaining. Wow. Archer Atlas needs an 8 to stay standing, gets a 12. Nice. Archer needs a 4 to stay standing, gets a 12. Nice. Alright. There's no more Archer, so we don't have any physical attacks there. Oh, I should have torso twisted, so I could at least punch the Dervish. Did not think of it. Oh, okay. So that's where Hex 1518 is. Or whichever one it was. Cronus is going to kick the LRM 15 building, and Petra is not going. Building destroyed, LRM 15 turret destroyed by building collapse. Huzzah. Oh, it would have been so nice to make that Reaver lawn dart with just a medium laser. Alright. So we have diced off for initiative 3 times. We finally got it on the 3rd go. And we are going last within our team. So that is outstanding news. Evacuating units are down to 54%. Primary OP4 is down to 19%. OP4 aircraft is down to 93%. Do we call it here, or do we save it for next week? I'm honestly thinking about calling it. I don't really see much point in continuing, and also I don't know at what point do we stop continuing. We've already failed the objective. Our house officer is down. So we're not going to win the battle. 2 more rounds until the awesome gets in? Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and save it here. And pick it up next week. And that's going to be evacuation, if I can type. And we will save that. And then just to double check that we don't have an error like we had a couple weeks ago, go ahead. Yes, we are saved. So, Hoser wants to kill some stuff. I agree. And with this air support coming in hot, you're going to have a chance. Yeah, no, we'll go ahead and save it. We'll bring in some reinforcements next week. That one exit save too, just in case. We'll go ahead and save this as October 13th. And yeah, it's we've gone on a little late. It's no big deal. But yeah, thank you all for joining me. It's been a pleasure, especially Varank, Gribbly. As always, Mr. McGorilla, if you're still around, it was nice having you. And we will see you guys next week. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe, join the community. Link to Discord is in my bio. And yeah, I guess that's it. Take it easy.